one of the teams, the other team, whoever Spherical are playing, is down a lad.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Ninjas Nummer 123 Just Resubit vor 32 Manns.
Danke.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
So, the Dire, whoever Spherical are playing, I can't remember, is acquiring an emergency stand-in. So we have two of these. We have, I think, from what GDoe said, there are two BO1 knockouts. I hope they're following each other. But we shall see.
I've gotten the down low of the many internet issues they have faced in pulling this team together. So the Halo 3 soundtrack, one of them is playing at his girlfriend's place that he's playing on his girlfriend's PC that he brought 3.5 hours north to his parents. One is at an event at uni, is playing on a university computer lab computer.
God.
And one is playing from his sister's PC as he has no internet in his house.
Do we have... Is my Discord made up of homeless people? That's what I want to know. But homeless people who have cobbled together a team somehow. Because none of the lads seem to have access to internet or a computer as often as you might expect people who presumably play games for a living or for fun do. It's just staggering. I thought everyone had a PC these days.
I think this is a pretty impressive set of issues to have all at the same time, though.
I've never
really
seen all of those. That is really something. I hope they can get a team together.
I think they've got everyone except one.
2 subs, apparently.
Or maybe one of these emergency arrangements fell through. But I know that they have one sub, a guy called Admiral Seething, who played for Ashwin's team before they got knocked out by Gubcord.
So I see Seething, Crazy Outs, Falcus, Tomo, and then one other. I guess they're down one lad?
Yeah, I think so.
Thank you, Scotty Boy. Scotty Boy's rooting for the Team Spherical, aka the Orbs. I see Koala, Crazy Outs, Seething, Vesper, Falcus. Seems to be the team that we're putting together here. You do not want to have a stand-in at this stage in the tournament. That's going to disrupt them. However, I have some insider knowledge for you, Plague. You read it as well because you're in the same channel, but it's in a more interesting setup. Ashwin has been giving Halo 3 soundtrack some coaching advice. They don't have a coach. So he just came in and gave him a little bit of advice, presumably on what heroes are good, what you could do as a strategy, because they've got stand-ins, they've got internet issues, some of them don't even have a computer to play on. I think that's fine. They didn't have a coach coming into this. They've made it thus far, which is impressive. They just need a little help to get over the finishing line and not get knocked out just yet. I do think they're going to struggle against either or whoever beat them. What were they called? The Black Country Widows, who were jolly good against
So Black Country Widows played Stezzy's Ultra Shitters.
That's right, that
not
one.
They are waiting to play tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah, which I'm looking forward to. A BBC Model B, Adeptus Paint Canius. BBC Model B. Were they the ones that we had in schoolrooms? Oh my god, they were. So, what we used to do was take the keys off and rearrange them to spell smutty words, which amused us no end.
Hilarious.
And our teacher, I can't remember what he was doing. I feel like quite often teachers assume the best of their pupils, which they shouldn't. But they assume the best. They think, I'm sure we can trust the kids with this. So he put a computer there. There was some kind of tape recorder there. And we were meant to record something on it. I can't remember. Something to do with maths. And he was hoping that we would record maths questions on the tape deck, on the cassette recorder, and we would use the BBC Micro to write code and solve problems. Bearing in mind we would have been 13, 14. Of course he came back to find that we had just made fart noises and burp noises and sworn into the tape recorder, and had rearranged the keys to spell the word cunt, for example, the word fuck, the word prick, because that was hilarious. And then, you have to try and remember where the keys went in the first place, which makes it even funnier. I hate to think how many teachers come into teaching thinking, no, it's going to be different when I teach. I'm going to treat the kids with respect. GDoe!
Hello.
I almost had to use a tape recorder for my exams. That's a fun fact. Because my writing was so bad.
Wow.
That the official recommendation was that I tape record my answers in exams. With an official recorder who sits in the room with me.
And why was your handwriting so bad?
It's something called dysgraphia.
Dysgraphia. Can't
so
write
it's like dyslexia, but for writing, exactly.
Interesting.
But instead, I learned to touch type and solved myself a lot of pain in doing so.
Yeah. Dysgraphia. Dysgraphia. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm just looking at some examples of dysgraphic handwriting. It's fucking terrible.
Oh, yeah. It's real rough.
Huh. Isn't this strange? I guess these are things that we never would have known existed 10,000 years ago, or even 2,000 years ago, or even 1,000 years ago, when nobody needed to write or read, apart from a few people.
Isn't the funny one that glasses is the craziest shit of all time? Everyone would have just been fucking blind back then.
Dude, I think about that all the time.
We worked out how to grind glass, an easy solution.
Whenever they
Get back to reading, worker.
Yeah, they talk about so-and-so the blind. He was probably like me, he was just short-sighted. But yeah, you literally had nothing you could do. And there were loads of people who think it's because you're squinting at something. Oh, it's because it's all screens these days. No. We've had there's nothing linking squinting at screens and eyesight whatsoever. You can strain your eyes and you can give yourself blood vessels in your eyes that apparently can affect the blood flow and stuff like that. Certainly, you get that from contact lenses. But I mean, just imagine. Reading glasses, you would have said, that's it, my eyes have gone. But equally, people didn't live that long. So I'm guessing a lot of the time, if you were 40 and couldn't see, they were like, well, old people go blind, isn't it?
Yeah, you old fuck.
You fucking old cunt 40, way! Tipping you over in the not the street, the jungle.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Thank you, Nenesk. 109. Caveman Brexit.
I look at fucking Caveman Barry go, with his big old beer gut.
Love mammoth. Love tusks.
Love tusks.
Hate. Oh, what did they hate? Saber-tooths.
Hate snow. Fucking sucks. Love cave.
Love cave. Love mammoth. Hate snow. End of.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to goose.
Thank you, GDoe.
GDoe even Fjostrezubet for 19 months, LFG Gunt National.
Gunt National. Me and Mum were playing a bit of Hoy this morning and this afternoon.
Of course.
Played for like fucking 5 hours, I think, in the end.
I've seen a lot of the NHG lads interested in the Heimageddon that's being planned.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a shit show.
Always.
We did monarchist Germany and monarchist Austria-Hungary. And as usual with Hoy, there's just a bunch of wanky random invasions and bullshit. Like suddenly we're like at one point we were fighting in the south in Italy. It was all going well, and then Mud's like, pauses it. His voice.
Yeah, real panic.
And he's like, look at Denmark, mate, not being funny. And I looked, and Denmark had just declared war. I didn't even see it. They fucking joined the Allies. Had to scramble all our lads up there. Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. So apparently DuckT could not install Dota.
There's been some tech issues that are really out there. So Matthew, I never knew, who was playing for Team Titwarblers, who are a real shit team. We still have no explanation for this. For his final 2 games, every time he opened Dotes, his entire PC blue screened. And I still think that is the case. We've not been able to solve it at any point, but I've never seen anything like it. He would open Dota and then just disconnect from Discord, and everything would shut down.
I mean, I assume he did the verification and
he did verification. He checked drivers and everything, and it's still. I don't think he's played Dota in about 3 weeks. And initially we thought, oh, he just doesn't want to play. This is a conniving plan to not have to play his final 2 losses. But he still can't open Dota, so he's a real committed to the bit. So
I mean, the best bet there, I think, is like completely uninstall it. I would maybe do something like, I would even go so far as like hard disk defragging. Drivers, of course, for pretty much, the graphics card. I guess that's probably due. And if he could look at the his launch options for Dota, maybe is something weird, or
essentially,
I don't know.
But yeah, we were all laughing because he couldn't get into the game, so they just get an emergency standard in. And they said, oh, look, Rocket League works. We're like, oh, yeah, Rocket League works. Don't want to play a Dota game, but Rocket League can magically work. It's like a kid claiming they're ill and 2 of them in school, but they're just healthy enough to spend all day playing games.
You see him in the playground after school. Oh, it's just one of those 12-hour bugs,
But no, it was a genuine issue, and I don't feel bad for mocking him. It was hilarious.
No, it's still funny, isn't it? I went to the theatre last night.
Oh, very nice.
Wait, was it last night? What day is it today?
It's Saturday.
Oh, no, then I didn't. It was a different night.
You went on Thursday, right?
Yeah, I went on Thursday. Let me just check that. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. Yeah, I saw Doctor Strangelove. It was really bad. Really bad. I said to the lads I was with, I said to my mates, like, are you lads enjoying this? And they're like, yeah, it's all right. I was like, oh. They're like, why? I was like, well, if you hadn't been having fun, I would have said, let's go. Like, I literally wanted to go at half time. PA. Intriguing.
PA is a classic for Sleepymoon.
I see.
So, Team Spherical have obviously come to major fame recently, as they have just taken part and won the longest game of any Goon International ever.
Yes, how long was it?
It was 2 hours and 7 minutes, I believe.
That is absolutely bonkers. Did you watch it?
I watched some of the end. I watched like the last... Well, you say some of the end. I watched like the last 30 minutes.
Yeah, no shit.
But that's really just the end of the game. So, and a lot of that is because they had Sleepymoon on PA with a rapier doing bullshit PA things. The other mostly entertaining part is after 2 hours and 7 minutes of casting, Science Whiz Ben could not speak anymore. So every team fight was just him choking and coughing on his words because his voice had completely died.
Yep, that's a toughie. That is a toughie. Fucking hell.
So if I may interject,
you may not.
That is why. What?
Go on, GDoe. What's up?
This is why Spherical do not want to play 2 back-to-back games today, because they feel strongly that they are cursed with extremely long games.
Wait, are they meant to be playing after this?
So the idea would be is that they play this one best of one, and then do the winner of this match straight away plays Stezzy in the next best of one.
But they don't want to do that.
But they don't want to do that. So if H3 wins, we can do another game with H3 versus Sus. But if Spherical wins, they don't want to do it today.
Oh my god.
I think, that's a little bit of like a PTSD response. I think they could just fucking do it, but it's kind of understandable.
Just fucking get in there. I mean, it's
2 hours, 7
you're going to play 2 games of Dota in the evening. You're not going to be like, I can only do one. I only do it. No, you come on, 2 games.
I hear someone's been on a long shift as well today. So.
No pity whatsoever. It's a Saturday.
Hard day at the hospital, Ted. It is the law.
That's time and a half on a Saturday, surely. They're coining it. They're rich. These rich Saturday workers not wanting to play Dotes for our edification. Shocking.
HANR46 Jostresobet for 24 months.
Oh, Reginald with an interesting stat. Thank you, Hannah. HANR46, 2-year anniversary. Thank you. Team Spherical has the record for the longest and shortest ticketed Dota 2 game among the Goon teams. Well, great stat there from Reg. Thank you. Pole position. We're living in the fast lane. What a show. Far before your time. Go on.
So I donated blood in the morning, which went fine, very normally, and then I bid in a silent auction on some artwork.
Oh, I was going to say for a lady, like some kind
of
classy bidding on a lady
for some artwork, and I won it. I was like, cool, I won it. I didn't really want to. I just kind of did it because it was funny, but fuck it, I'll get some artwork. They said, yeah, come collect it. So I drove over to their fine art studio, and they said, oh, really sorry, it's not here. We've sent it away to an exhibition. I'm like, pardon? I drove for an hour to get here. They said, really, really sorry, we'll get it couriered to you. Do you want a bottle of wine as compensation? So, the point of the story is I've now got a lovely bottle of white that I'm going to be drinking for the rest of these casts. Courtesy of the Fine Art Studio.
Oh. Sadly, we only have one game this evening playing, unless Halo 3 soundtrack... I think Halo 3 soundtrack should win. And equally, I'm sure we can bully Team Spherical into stepping it up if they lose. Because, the other guys are presumably waiting, because there's a 50-50 chance that they have to play Halo 3.
I saw some of them playing earlier. They may just be... They are just currently just playing games.
Yeah, I got the impression that the other team is completely free and available, and if they don't play this game, we'll...
It's just like that.
Oh, Kieran says they are, and Stezzy says we are waiting.
Wow.
Yeah, I did feel like it was a long conversation of back and forth, but Stezzy, like a champ, was like, no, that's fine. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. So
you guys are such a bunch of cucks. It's unbelievable. I would say if they don't turn up, forfeit. None of this, oh, I'm worried it'll be a long game. Then fucking close it out.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to...
To be fair, they were the ones on the back foot, so they were the ones squatting in the base.
Then throw. Just throw. If it goes on too long, just throw. If you're like, no, I don't want to do it, just throw. Just throw. There's no actual money at stake. Just throw. Just give up. If you're that gutless, you're scared of playing another game, just fucking throw. Void Spirit.
Ooh, that's a risky pick. 3 melee cores, 2 of them strength, against Timber and Mars. And PA, and Warlocks, to be honest. It's a sketchy game to be playing with no ranged heroes.
Yeah.
And never done... I guess Seeding's kind of an initiator. But it's not like a super clean stun that connects. They've only got Ravage, which... it's iffy if you want to use it to start a fight.
If this game goes 3 hours, Tomps, obviously I will completely honour the request to not do another game after the long game. I think that'd be completely fair. If I'm involved somehow, then obviously it's completely fair and understandable. But if I'm an outsider, I'm going to do the classic internet thing and lack empathy. No Centaur this game, crazy. Has Centaur been a bit of a goon pick, has it? Interesting.
He's been a big part of the success. Well, I don't know how big a part of the success, but Team are pretty dominant on it. They're 8-0 and 9-0, 100% win rate. Every time they pick Centaur, they win. But they also just win a lot.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true.
It's pretty bloody true.
I'm gonna drop one of these in here.
Where's my team? Fuck's sake!
Where's my team?
Where's my team? I can remember that exact fucking fight, almost like I'm like a chess grandmaster looking back at a game. I can remember that exact fight, that exact game.
No ego here, but like a chess grandmaster, he can remember that game. Oh, I'm going to tab back to Discord. There we go. All right, we've got Seething on the Void Spirit, Vesper on the Grimstroke, Falcus on the Tidehunter. Then we have Crazy Ads on the Witch Doctor, Koala Killer on the Wraith Kungan, and that is your Radiant team, which is the other lads. Then we've got, apparently Strags is playing Metamorpha Refantasio. Sleepymoon is playing PA. I think I can see behind that tree. Spherical.Phosphorus is playing Mars. Clavicimbel is playing... Fucking... Is that Warlock? I think that's Warlock. Yeah. Then we've got Moist Goblin on. I think that's Lion. These sets are very confusing. I find the best way to tell who they are is from their movement animation. And Steve Handjob Love, a.k.a. Obst on the Timbersaw. The way they walk is the number one way that I tell who the fuck is who.
I do. I'm a big devotee of the Steve Handjob Club.
Steve Handjob.
Real good player, Steve Handjob was. Yeah, real fucking gamer, Steve Handjob.
And who is that?
It's just Steve Handjob. He was just a guy who played on my team called Steve Handjob, who fucking crushed every game he was in. Yeah, he's such a good player.
What happened to him?
We fucking threw our best of one low bracket and we're out. But
so was it Nanesk?
No, his name was just Steve Handjob. Or sometimes known as Hubert Wrist, or otherwise known as Bacon Sorcerer. But he's Steve Handjob in everyone's hearts.
Steve Handjob.
It's such a banging name.
It's a great name.
No, I'd never praise Nanesk like that. I'm still so happy that the Dota 2 Pro Scene channel is still called Dota Steve Scene. It just makes me so happy when I go down there.
Well, it's slow
You
going.
have a query about Jingle Jam.
Do you know which streams you are booked in for Jingle Jam? Yes. Yes, I do. Why? Nothing in the first week because I'm not there. And the second week has nay been announced yet.
Hang on. Classic.
Hang on. Having a drink. Are you fucking kidding me? Having a drink.
Excuse me, sir, but it's time to...
Right, here we go. It's actually looking like it's going to be a 5-on-5 to start it off.
Hell yeah.
I think Dyer has... Oh, it's really fucking close, actually. They both have really good 1v1s.
They do,
5v5, sorry,
they do
ones.
have some good shit. And it's on! They get the stun on the Wraith
start,
King!
And he's super isolated. Oh, I don't know if they can... Is there a Bongo coming? Bongo's big.
Crazy Ads has already used Bongo.
Oh,
the blood grenade missed! The dagger?
No, the dagger?
Oh, he got him! He is a ghost now. Obst. Oh, that's first blood for the Timber. That's large.
Yeah.
This is bad. We don't get a game 2. These fucking cowards are refusing to play another one after this, so we do not want Spherical to win. I'm all against Spherical now. I want Halo 3 soundtrack to dub.
It's going to be a real uphill battle because Halo 3 soundtrack are the one with every single one of their player in a fucking wrong place or not with Dotes installed or...
Yeah. I'm rooting for them because they're the underdogs and the more decent people. You say Spherical are goats. They've also refused to play the game after this one. So you guys want the stream to end, we get one game, job done, end of stream. That's what you're rooting for. Yeah, no more GTI. Yay, we don't get to watch more GTI because they're cowards. That's what you're rooting for. You guys are idiots.
Can you click on PA for me, GDoe? Didn't start with a stick. Not a. To be fair, you wouldn't need to be practiced playing against Tide. You know, you've probably not seen this hero in about 200 games, but you should. Kind of like playing against Batarada or Zeus or Bristol. Just get a stick. Makes smooths out any difficulties you might have in lane.
Always get a stick.
I'm a big wand enjoyer. I consider it a part of growing up in the game, you know? As you get older, you get more and more likely to buy wands.
I agree.
And just good old reliable, just have it sitting there with its 20 charges, good to go.
It's like driving gloves. Something you get when you're older.
Yep.
Just hit that creep. Yeah. Are there rules of when the games are played? When the giant babies that make up these teams decide they feel like playing, that's when.
I think almost everyone has been very good on scheduling this year.
Yeah, to be fair, we've cranked out God knows how many games in. Well,
because I think it was a bit more leisurely at the start, and then GDoe was like, "Oh shit, my schedule does not work. Actually, we need to hurry this up." So the lads have responded pretty heroically and packed in a lot of games in a short period of time. So I think some kudos for that.
Yep. We also had quite a lengthy break.
Did we?
Well, I think so. I thought that we waited for me to get back from Sweden.
Oh no.
Before we went to the knockout stuff.
I can't remember the time then now. I think that we just started playing games because otherwise we wouldn't be done before December. Sorry, and I think the imperative was if it gets in December, people are going to start dropping away.
Oh yeah, no, we can't do it.
Let's get this shit done. Yeah, the week off might have been what buggered the schedule. Classic ESL gnoobs ruining everything once again.
Well, I hate to say it, team, but some of us have a job. Of course, the hobos in chat are not familiar with that.
Oh, he's going in. I don't think Tide gives a fuck.
No. This is a good lane for Tide. I mean, the only issue is the PA can farm from range with the daggers. Stay out of range of Anchor Smash, but he's going to be unharassed for sure. I'll be interested to see what the Tide gets. Against this lineup, I'd probably want to get a pipe first of all, and then probably just a Crimson.
Yeah, I think pipe is very good. I think you need a Lotus Orb very quickly after pipe. Even though you have the inbuilt purge, oh, goodbye, Wraithing.
Very nice. Oof.
Good trade. And they have the kind of like the lane's in a good position as well. They kind of like weird pulled it. It's perfect. And the Wraithing Skeleton's holding it there longer. Gorgeous. Yeah, I think pipe and then Lotus would be what I do on Tide this game.
Yeah, that's
maybe,
fair.
Like,
why do you want the Lotus for the link?
Get what like it's. I would expect that Warlock shit would normally get off you.
Yeah.
But I would just get it just in case. I also think it's very good against Lion.
Wraith King went for Bone Guard. Apparently so.
Yeah, I think a lot of more people are Bone Guard fans these days.
What does Bone Guard do?
It's the Skellies.
It's the Skellies.
Because the other one is where he hits you, and then a bit later you take a little chunk of damage.
Oh, yeah.
So this just gives you Skellies back.
I think if you're carry, the farming assistance you get from the Bone Boys is pretty good.
Yeah, I can't claim to know Wraithing at all these days. I've not played the hero in about 2 or 3 months, but I've seen a lot more people going Bone Guard.
I will say
the other one a lot.
I will say, by the way, I really wish this Grimstroke had got a level in his silence because it completely fucks Lion from this mana suck, which he's going to be wanting to do quite a lot. Every time he does it, you just silence him and click him, and then he has to click the ghost. I mean, you've got no mana anyway. You've got no mana. And no means to acquire mana.
I don't really like the maxi Grimstroke most of the time anyway.
No. I mean, I'm just saying, imagine if he had a silence right now. Do a lot more than just standing there clicking. You've even got kill potential.
Yeah. I do think they need to fix their lane first. The creeps being there makes it too easy for Lion to do this shit. It's too risk-free.
Let's get spherical. I wanna get spherical. 2 hour fucking game.
Nice, Obst.
Let me see the spherical. Oh shit! Oh, trouble for Obst here.
One more jump.
Oh, it's a lot of damage, but It's probably level 2 malediction.
It's going to be real close, actually.
It's going to be close. He's okay. He's okay.
There's a nice rotation, though.
Let's get spherical. Spherical. I want to get spherical. You've got to interrupt me, Plague, or I'll just keep singing.
No. You crack on.
Let's get into spherical. Let me see the spherical. The spherical. That should have been their intro movie. I only saw one this year.
They might repurpose that for next year, though. Let's get spherical.
Let's get there. I want to see the entire team in 1980s style workout gear, the aerobics gear, doing the dance to Let's Get Spherical.
Really pushing the budgets up for GTI 2025.
That was a banger in the 80s. Because that's when aerobics was a big thing.
I feel like Pilates has kind of surpassed aerobics now, like supplanted it, you know. There is no more need in society for aerobics when Pilates exists.
Yeah, especially because aerobics was just like, I don't think it had the science behind it that Pilates does, although Pilates was invented by a guy called Joe Pilates.
Well, it was a prison workout, wasn't it, right?
Was it really?
Yeah, he designed it for people to be able to just do in their cells as a health thing. And it's just pogged off.
I'm Joe Pilates. Max Kraken I do not like.
It's pretty...
It's a coward's build.
It's pretty shit. I think with them... I don't know.
I wonder if this will be the longest game in Goon history because the lads cannot stay connected.
I can't remember if there's been that... I don't think the other games has...
His internet has
had any tech issues.
I doubt that.
I don't think I'm genuinely trying to remember. But mostly I've been watching the games my lads were in, and that was pretty smooth sailing. I think the 2-hour 7-minute game had a pee break in there somewhere.
I mean, no doubt. So yeah, let me tell you why this play was shit, Plague. I don't know if you're familiar. It's based on a film called Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Learn to Love the Bomb, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And it's Peter Sellers plays 3 characters. A guy called Colonel Mandrake.
Ooh,
Way! Really yeah, but he missed.
Very unlucky spear.
Just bosh him first. Oh, shit. A cleanup crew's here. Mandrake is... Oh, here comes Timber. Run! Everybody run!
Yeah.
He's a British officer seconded to an American base. And Peter Sellers plays him very well. And then you've got Peter Sellers also plays the president. And he plays Dr. Strangelove. A German scientist who's like, we must do everything we can to, you know, the people will be chosen using computers. Like a really good comedy German accent. And
I've never seen the movie, but I know the scene where he like stands up out of his wheelchair.
Yeah, my Führer, I can walk. That
can
scene,
walk.
Yeah.
The other one is the talking down the phone to the Soviet leader, like it's
Dimitri. Yeah. So
now that language just isn't useful, is it, Dimitri?
No, Dimitri, can you turn the music down, please, Dimitri? I can't hear you. Like, because he's calling him, and the ambassador's like, he'll be at his mistress's house. It's a Thursday night, you know. So he's like partying, and then he's drunk. And it's just like, it's much more subtle, in a way, the film. Even though it's not that subtle, it's much more subtle than the play. Where if a joke happens that is implied, the next line will be explaining the joke. Like multiple times. Someone will say something, and then they'll explain the joke in the next line. And you're like, you didn't need to do that. You should not have done that. That's not good joke telling. Like, you don't explain the joke. That kills it. We got it. It's an adult audience. It's not an audience of children. We got it. And they added lines that were not funny. They added characters that were terrible. It was bad. It's Armando Iannucci, and I was really disappointed because he's like one of my comedy heroes. I just think he's just gone off the boil. Blam. Koala in big trouble.
Spherical really turning up the heat here.
They don't want that. They don't want another game. They want to go home.
They want to go home. Fair enough.
Moist Goblin.
Oh, and Moist Goblin's going to live as well. At least Steven will be okay.
Oh, here comes Void.
Oh,
Tide, I mean. Yeah. This is a rotation.
He doesn't have Ravage. He's used it top. So...
Steve Handjob doesn't give a hoot.
I don't think...
Oh, hello.
Okay, leash double stun. Oh, yeah.
That's chunky. That's chunky. Click him! Fucking click him! Oh, I hate that.
Him have the kill.
Don't do that!
That's so good, though.
Don't do that! Kill them! Kill them!
Absolutely
Do not do that. Kill them.
Absolutely, always do that.
You haven't played enough Goon Games, Plague, where they will do that regardless. And it'll be someone like Void who's got an escape, and then they're gone. So I was trying to let you have the kill. Now I don't want to even get into the lads' heads that that's a good idea. Please, don't listen to Plague. You are not good enough to give the kill. You will let people escape. All right, trust me. He made the right call because Plague is good and knows that hero doesn't have any way of getting out of this situation. But the goons will do it when we've got a storm on no health, and he'll TP out. And they're like, I was trying to give you the kill. Don't do it.
If I'm having a bad lane, I will scream, cry, and whinge about please the kill. Please, I need it. So I can understand the fear.
I've been there. I have been there where they let them get away out of fear of quote stealing the kill. I'm like, what kill? He's alive. He's alive because you decided to do some good guy cuck shit. Just fucking kill.
That's a real classic.
That is a classic.
Speaking of, I watched Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy the other day. Another classic fucking movie. So good.
It's good. They changed quite a bit from the book, apparently.
I've not actually read any of the John le Carre books at all.
Mrs. F has read them all. She's a massive fan, and she enjoys the movie because I think anyone that gets shitty about a movie being different from the book, have you ever read a book? Very hard to make them into a movie.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's constant people thinking to themselves and you have a voiceover, how do it's very, very hard. And there are a lot of scenes where you think, I don't know if this works because we didn't have the 300 pages that the book did to establish this as a thing that someone would do in a reasonable situation. We've got to do it now. We've only got 2 hours to make this thing. Oh, hello. Koala Killer has been...
There should be TP rotations here. He has Raking ulti. This is a prime...
Here comes the dog!
Oh, the bongos.
The bongo was bended!
That's still first life on Raking, by the way.
Yeah. Zap!
Doesn't care.
No! Oh, wait, no. Yes! Go Halo 3! I had the wrong team.
You forgot who you're supporting there. That is the main benefit of Wraithing as a carry, right? It doesn't do dick in the early game. Fucking hero sucks, but he survives twice as long as any other carry does there and gives you time to bring everyone in and to communicate and discuss it as well.
Yeah.
It can take some time for everyone to go, are you sure? You sure you want to do it?
Oh, thinking time, mate.
Let's just do it.
Like I always say, a bit of thinking time. I mean, it's when I watched the original Dune movie, the remake, I was like, yeah, there's differences from the book, but it's a movie. I just want to see what they've done with it. Which is what annoyed me so much about... Oh, my God. He's going in. Moist Goblin is in grave danger. Oh, my God. Trouble. Oh, man. This Grimstroke pick has really fucked him.
Whoa. I think both the sports work really just incredibly well together. I always forget the power of the Grimstroke bongo.
Oh, mate. So many bongos. You're just nutting all over him.
And they've taken both sets of
ancient
stats. This is fucking gaming.
This is stand-in gaming, lest we forget.
This is stand-in gaming. But I'm trying to. Their normal mid is a guy called Duck T.
Yep. Yep.
Who is in himself a very good player, and I think he's very good in scum heroes. He's an Arc Warden picker.
He can play carry. He hits the creeps. He does the farm.
He does do the farming.
Fuck T, apparently.
Fuck T. I don't actually know why he's called Fuck T, but that might be because he picked Arc Warden.
Just funny.
In which case, fair enough.
Pred says that all the movies should just be scrolling text like the opening crawl of Star Wars. I mean, that would be interesting. Yeah, just literally.
Do you see the tweet today about how Andor's season 2 is going to have Admiral Tarkin dealing with being over budget and behind schedule on building the Death Star?
Oh, I love it! Yes.
The show. Give me a Defense Procurement Council. Make him go in front of the fucking select committee.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to see him struggling with a spreadsheet in episode 3. You know what I mean?
Now, Emperor, if you look on SharePoint, I've sent you the details of the upcoming schedule.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, can you check the Empire Slack channel?
If they have a futuristic, spacey Excel spreadsheet, that would be the funniest thing in any Star Wars ever.
Well, like just a Slack channel of some kind.
Yeah. A Slack channel with Axel's little raccoon fucking profile picture in there.
This silence is actually destroying this timber. Like, I know you and I both really loved the meetings where they were like, well, God, this is going to mess the budget up. You know, like...
Oh, you love it.
It was really good. It was really good. I actually really enjoyed that little... I loved that series. That was my favourite... Possibly, as an adult, my favourite Star Wars thing. I absolutely loved it. I was glued to it. And there was a couple of moments where I was like, oh, I wish you hadn't put that in. The bit where they bump into those aliens.
Oh, and they get...
hanging out by a river, and they're like, oh, me, little man. I was like, oh, gosh, I don't like that. But all the rest of it was great.
I think it was quite beyond just Harkin dealing with spreadsheets for being hilarious. It's quite an interesting article saying that, you know, the critical, like, even though it wasn't a commercial success, the critical success basically meant Disney just said, yeah, go do whatever you want.
Right,
you know what you're doing. And that most of the people who watched Andor did not get into Star Wars more generally afterwards. They just watched Andor and said, that's enough for me, peace out.
Yeah, because it was good. Oh, shit.
It was good.
The Blinker Freeze. Oh, man, this Grimstroke is destroying them. Yeah, this was a great pick. I also think anything that links PA is, like, I don't think they thought at all about what it's like playing into Grim as Timber or PA. Both heroes that rely on their mobility. There's the silence.
Once again. He managed to kill the silence, but not enough.
Yep, he got linked to the Warlock so he couldn't blink away. Huge.
Yeah, I did really like the Tim pick. I just didn't take the Grim into consideration.
Oh!
It's only gonna... I'll catch them both, technically. Technically, not a bad Ravage.
Oh, man. Call it. Call it!
I do think that, the reason Spherical have long games is because they get into this position fairly regularly, and then they hold high ground. They are real, like, grit your teeth and hold on for dear life on the high ground type players. I've no doubt they're communicating that, don't worry lads, on high ground we are strong. And I think that's not as true this game, mostly because the Wraithen can just go hit tower.
Oh, they did tag him, but...
They did, but they didn't have...
There's another stack to eat. Stop stacking this camp, please. What does PA have?
Battle Fury, not much else, I think.
I mean, she's going Battle Fury, BKB, which is like...
She's got the triple Mithril Hammer queued up.
Yeah, but she's going Battle Fury, BKB, and Panic bought the recipe at some point, which is not ideal, because obviously it would have helped just a tiny bit to get the BKB quicker, but it's no biggie. If you were going to lose money, why not? Like, I will always have something in my stash that I could purchase, and I'm like, if I'm about to die, I will spend every single penny I can.
They're going to get the kill on Vesper, I think, for free.
Oh hello.
He's just going to turn around with the silence. You need to run away in the same direction, team. Oh, they did.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, they might get him. Oh, no, the bongo! He hadn't even gone down to the finger. He's just having a game. He's just having a game.
The last little bit of piss dribbling down your pants because you didn't shake it properly. You know, just a dribble of lads dying.
Oh my god, what an analogy! You won't get that in the Premier League.
See, the voice rate didn't even turn up for this. That's how poor the dribble was. They didn't need them. Their mid.
Real piss dribble. That was.
Real piss dribble.
Let's see if we can get a pfgoonarchive here. Where is it? I can never even find it. Why don't you have that as your entrance music?
I don't think you ever got that shit to work, to be honest.
You've never got it to work. Still.
Well, weren't you the one who was trying to set it up?
I have mine working.
Ah.
You go to user settings, voice and video, scroll down beneath soundboard, and you choose entrance sound, all servers, choose a sound, choose pfgoonarchive, obviously, make sure it saves, and then just leave and rejoin the channel and we'll test it.
Where's entrance sounds?
Yeah. Maybe it's a Nitro thing, I don't know.
It is there.
You stupid bastard.
Thank you for the blurb.
Oh, it's a Nitro thing. Thank God. Thank God I don't have to do that.
Why? It's so pog. GDoe's got it. I mean, GDoe should have out fucking that Nitro. Whew. Missed a mortgage payment for that. But now look at this beautiful high-def stream that we have.
It is gorgeous. Can we have a PA item check, please? It's the BKB we're all waiting for now. It is finished.
It ain't gonna help.
Oh, okay, this is something... I think this is very unique to Sleepymoon. He does not go methodical, generally, on PA. He goes for the Veiled one, where he can actually just go hit waves whilst blurred and won't be revealed, can't be seen. But gives up the reliable damage of methodical. Trusts in his crits.
Let's get spherical. Spherical.
Oh, I think Mars sniped the Tormentor with a spear or some shit.
Let's get it to spherical.
Yeah.
Really?
That's a pretty cool. That's a pretty huge play as well. That's Warlock Shard, which is how they're going to hold high ground. Very slick. Do they even have vision? I don't think they have vision. I think you just guessed that. Very cool. Oh, I think clavicimbel is in trouble. Oh no, Mars is coming to die too. Don't do another dribble, lads, please.
Have we seen the Golem this game? I don't feel like we have.
Not. It's come out once, but beyond that, there's not been a. It's just all been just sort of slow deaths. You know, there's never been a good team fight. Oh, and there's the Ravage as well. If they can hunt to zero this guy. Oh, he's invis or something. Oh, he popped an invis rune. Huge play.
Wow, that didn't last long.
Oh, he came out of it, and he's killed. He's died.
Wow, Falcus lived.
It's a real shame. That was such a good invis usage. I guess he bought time for Warlock to do this, but cut seething. Seething, you gotta be better than that.
Whoa!
You got your Grimstroke killed, seething.
Oh, Ghost Scepter. Oh, and that's a dead Timber. God. There's the Golem. In comes PA, critting up a storm. Oh my God, dying very quickly.
Oh, the stun into the queue.
Oh my days.
Has buyback though. I would not.
Clonk! No, you got to sack a lane off here.
You may be able to hold because Timber's alive again, and he's probably going to one-shot Tide if he walks high ground. Yeah, they're going to back out. So they hold. It's fucking expensive, but they hold.
Gosh.
Can we see fight recap? I wonder if PA made money from that fight. Yes, the sole beneficiary. 700 quid.
We don't want them to win, Plague, or it's the end of the stream. Matey says, call it. And Siegebird points out, Matey, you said that 45 minutes into the 2-hour game the other day. Matey's accent is even stronger than Yoso's accent. I'm putting that out there. If you thought Yoso had a very Italian accent, you wait till you hear Matey Patati. My God. He's like the sequel, where they've upped the ante. You've heard Yoso say, "Oh my God, I haven't seen my girlfriend in 3 days."
3 days.
Now hear Matey say anything in English. Wraith King has BKB flying Oot and is now going for a Muckaba.
It's always the philosophical question every carry faces. Is it Bloodthorn, Silver Edge, or Muckaba?
I think MKB is fine.
I think Muckaba is very reliable, but very underwhelming.
It gives you attack speed and, you know, a little bit of extra damage. What's the harm in that?
It does exactly its job and nothing more, if that makes sense.
That's fine by me.
Silver Edge and Bloodthorn, they allow you to do a little more crazy shit, but they also sometimes just don't work on PA, and it's like, well, fuck. I wish I had a Muckaba right now. If your only job is to clonk PA as she runs in, then Muckaba it is. Needs a basher, though, really badly. Otherwise, people just walk past them.
Matey, your accent gives me a great deal of joy. The Italian accent is... Italians speaking English is one of my favourite things. That and Italians feeding me food. And Italian ladies, and the Italian countryside, and Italian football. Yeah, pretty much everything to do with Italy.
Big old Italy simp.
Gives me joy. I am a big simp for Italy. That word is banned on Twitch, though, Plague.
Yeah, but so is cuck.
No, it's not!
You sure?
Yeah! What about the men? Well, the men, you know, I'm incredibly jealous of Italian men. They've basically got it all. How can cuck and simp be banned? It's just funny words. It's all the cucks and simps that got it banned.
They're fiending it for cucks and simps, taking over Twitch.
What happened to Cuckchair Warlock then? Is that banned?
I don't think so. What is... Okay, can I ask, what the fuck is your new name and profile? I actually had no idea who it was the other day when I saw it.
Hot dog activist?
Hot dog activist with a woman with her mouth stuffed with hot dogs.
I'm a big fan of hot dogs, dude. What can I say?
Okay, fair enough. She does look like she's enjoying this hot
dogs.
So,
I went to Costco, and Mrs. F was like, "I'll get you a hot dog." Because I was really hungry. It was lunchtime when we went there, and I hadn't eaten, which is always a risky combo. I was like, "Yeah, go on then." So she gets me a hot dog, and I'm eating the hot dog, and I'm like, there's something funny tasting about this. Beef hot dog.
Really?
Beef hot dog. Because, of course, pork hot dogs are very difficult to sell, especially in like places like London.
They found Warlock. Yeah. This is huge.
Because, of course, they're not halal, right?
Yeah.
I was livid. I don't like no fucking beef hot dog. Where's the pork hot dogs at? That's what a hot dog is. Beef hot dog? What is this? Doesn't taste right at all. So I'm part of that. That's my hot dog activism, is that you need to please give me pork hot dogs. I don't want a chicken hot dog, I don't want a beef hot dog. Oh. That's
it's a real delaying, but not quite good enough Mars ulti. They can still hit the racks. Oh, he got put into the double suck! Oh, that's so fucking annoying.
Oh my god.
I think that's one of my favourite things to see with Void Spirits is, this game is just so over. It's when they do the chain of sucks.
Oh shit!
Wait. This is only first life. Falcus also has a second life. And no more BKB.
Oh man, it looked so good. Where was Seething at the start of that fight? I mean, not Seething, where was PA? If PA's there at the start of that fight when the rock goes down, I think they might have been able to do a shitload.
Yeah, potentially.
They were all grouped up. Team has been a little uncoordinated.
They haven't called it yet though. They're confident that the 20 seconds on.
We get one more game. Let's go.
It is holdable. These guys are not pushing that fast. Yeah, he dies to the bonds and getting hit by tower with glyph. I need the creeps. Oh my god, he's just killed Warlock again. Okay, but time to buy back. Okay, here we go.
They're not afraid of Warlock, he's got no golem.
No. No, they can't be leaving. They're leaving!
That is gutless. Hey. If they lose this, that's where they lost it.
I mean, settle in for 2 hours. The more game enjoyers are eating good tonight.
Plague, I know you're not a football fan, but I've got to mention it. Man City lost 4-0 at home to Spurs. That is a low point.
Oh my god.
Oh, hello. They're trying to kill the boss man.
He doesn't have ulti.
He is dead.
The throw begins. Question mark.
No. No! You should have ended the game, you noobs!
No fucking way. Koiz is banned in your chat, Ted.
That feels like the work of Ashwin.
That's definitely Ashwin. Oh my god, they're actually going to start throwing. Now Falcus is coming in. Does have Aegis. But doesn't have Ravage. Nice leash.
He's out!
Lovely blink out. Vesper once again doing everything for his team. I mean, that's I think that the net worth. Well, look, 2K as you see there. There's the terrifying drop.
My god, it's actually happening.
That's bashed on. It's actually gonna happen again.
I think this actually might be the biggest throw in GTI history. To have the game won, you just had to hit the Ancient, no PA for 30 seconds, the rest of them are in the bin, you can kill them at will, and to back up, that is insane. That is insane.
There is still a long old road to go if Dire want to make the comeback, but that is a... Pierre is just about to overtake Wraithing as top.
Plague,
that's
Plague,
a good first step.
Plague, put it from your mind. It's over. They've lost. I'm not kidding. I'll tell you what, the panic has set in. I can smell the fear.
It's the panic that's going to kill them. If they either... if they start just running down mid and throwing, that's going to be really bad. If they mistime Roche and give it up, that's, disastrous. Because I think if they fail their next Aegis push, or they don't get Aegis at all, this game's actually a 50-50.
I'm just saying.
80-20 from Gaben, though. He still has faith.
I can sense the panic. PA has Deso BKB, is going to start blowing people up. Has Basher too. This is trouble. Oh, Satanic, I don't know about the Satanic. We'll see, I guess. Almost needs to start the fight, take damage, and then use the Satanic.
Oh, I found him.
Oh my goodness, that was quick.
Okay, Veiled Ones, I'm maybe too much for haste from Veiled Ones. It does save your arse. It lets you play real dumb and get away with it. Which I think is a big part of why this PA is caught up so quickly.
Yeah. Sleepymoon with his refresher Aeon disc coming incoming. Is that on PA?
Yeah, so in the 2-hour game, most of Sleepymoon's team, including him, had an Aeon disc. Oh, wow. And he had a refresher as well, so he sometimes go into fights. They're up against Liveloft Luton, and they had Invoker, Mars Ursa.
Okay.
And maybe a Lion or something, so he needed to survive through a long chain stun and bought Aeon disc. But what would happen is he'd go into fights, his first Aeon disc would proc, and then he'd refresh to get a second BKB or something, and his Aeon disc would proc again, he'd do no damage. I think it worked a couple of times, then he eventually got rid of it for Satanic and his Divine Rapiers.
Wow.
I think. But a lot of things happened that game. There were periods where he was more of an Aeon fan, and periods where it clearly was trolling him. Oh, they're in. So they have dust. They're diving out dust. Oh, that's so throwy. Take on Falcus GDoe. I want to see what slots he has. Get that bracer out there.
Yeah.
That bracer out there, get some dusted.
Can we get everyone back here for a big fight? There's a smoke around the side here. Here's the Mars, might be able to catch them. Gets the BKB down, catches 2.
They're getting a lot of damage just from this. And the
PA's on the back line, kills the Doc straight away.
Good leash though, really good leash.
Yeah, Vesper, they're going after Vesper. They do get the Tide, no Ravage used. Oh shit! She's gone. 84 seconds. Does have buyback. Buys back straight away. Lion with a nice double stun. There comes the Mars Spear as well.
You got to bail out, team. You've been speared to freedom. Run. Oh, this is so sketchy. Pierre's going to come around the side and kill Vesper in like half a second here, I think.
There's the finger. That gets 1 life.
There's no BKB on Red King. And no blink. They let him walk away.
It's 5v3!
Yeah. They let him walk away.
I feel like they're just so scared all the time.
More game though. More game happening live.
It's 5v3.
Yeah, that's.
And they're like, nah. His ult is down. Let's let them go.
Go! We have Lion with all of his spells ready to go.
Oh.
At least chuck a dagger at it. Make it a bit scary, you know.
Goodness. The Nesk says it is BO1, but that's why you have to take your chances. When they had the throne exposed and PA was dead for 30 seconds, that's the time to go for it. When you're on the comeback and 2 of their heroes are dead and Wraith King's ult is down and all of you are alive, you have to go for it. You cannot back up and say, let's play it safe. Playing safe, you may as well concede the game. A lot of the time, you've got to fucking press your advantage because the way Dota is, if you don't, you will give the enemy time to get back into the game.
Yeah.
You cannot just be like... There is no safety in backing up in that situation or just not go for it. You've got to go for it. And it's not even a risk. It's 5v3.
So, one big thing that happened there. No Ravage used at all. Where's Pierre? Pierre's on the wrong side of the map for this. This is kind of bad. They maybe kill crazy ads, but...
Oh, that nut! That nut!
Holy... Might still be bouncing. If we look back over there, they might still be stunned.
Oh, Phosphorus, they can see that!
only if they're looking directly at the fucking pool, to be fair.
Mars ult down. Mars ult is down. Oh no.
Hello.
Oh no.
Ooh, okay, Phosphorus had the Observer there. He tells it. The Observer, is that what they're called? Oh, classic.
Oh dear.
So he smokes. So Phosphorus cannot see him as he walks up here, but he will reveal as he comes up the cliff. And Phosphorus has no blink. If Seething walks up here, if they're like, let's just get the Tommy guys.
This could be game. Yeah.
Can we see buyback status, please, GDoe? He does have it.
Okay, but he don't want to have to use it.
You don't want to have to use it, but it's still... Look, if anyone except PA dies, you're fine with it. PA is the only person who must remain alive. Right, we have the G. Will Seething walk up this hill? They both said G. Is anyone going to press it? Okay, here we go.
Ah!
He doesn't walk up!
Oh, wait, because it's on pause.
He's bad.
I just didn't fancy it. Now they go for it. They have Golem. We need a good Golem this time. Does this Warlock player know that the stun pierce is BKB? Something I ask consistently.
It's just they've done a good job of putting... Essentially, whenever he just can't E to start with, right? If he starts channeling the soup, they have too many cancels and it's getting him killed.
Well, you say that, but he's miles back. Koala's
He's doing it better this time. Previous ones, but they see they're willing to dive on it.
Now drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it! Why were you turning around? Oh my god, the lads.
That's no buyback on Timber.
Just drop your fucking ult!
No BKB on PA. She's dead. GG.
God. I'm telling you, dude. Every single time the lads are playing support, look at Vesper. Vesper has an idea of how to play support and it works. The first thing Warlock did was turn and run. You are not getting away, dude. They're gonna catch you.
Here it comes.
Great rock. Yeah, when the fight is lost. Oh, just cast your spells. Game. Oh, that's frustrating. That is so frustrating.
Halo 3, though.
We get another game. Halo 3 are the ones who wanted to play the next. Spherical were the ones who didn't. So we go straight to this versus
No, versus Stezzy's.
Stezzy's shit.
Are still in upper bracket.
Indeed, I apologise.
See, that, no, you weren't saying Team there. You were just contemplating
I was
the
thinking,
team that you were about to say.
Stezzy's. Look, listen to me, goons. I know you're watching this. Many of you. You cannot fucking run in that situation. You put yourself forward, you put down the soup, they jumped in, you were not stunned, cast the rock. Put down the rock. Put down the fatal bonds. It's not hard. You have one job. No one cares if you're dead as long as you drop the golems to get fatal bonds off. Job done. But you just didn't do it. You just decided to try to run away. And that is why you're 2-11, clavicimbel, and Moist Goblin is 0-7. Coward supports. Shocking. Shocking. That was why they lost the game, of course.
Literally all of the final fights, but he'd channel his E to just try and shove them away from the racks, and they just hard dive him.
Yeah.
And the hardest dive of always in the final fight. They fucking ravaged for that guy.
But he absolutely had time. Like, they didn't silence him.
But I think the biggest thing he had to do was not channel his E to start with.
Yeah, he has to stay back. Like
wait for either start with Rock or wait for someone else to start the fight. Get your Mars to go in.
Just get
there,
Timber in. Yeah, Mars goes in. I don't think Mars had the darkness thing, or did they? I don't know.
He did. I'm pretty sure he had the you can't see people outside of it.
Because if you're rocked and zucked inside that, it's a bad time. It's hard for them to cancel it. They can't. You got to go all the way around it. You can't see inside it. It's good. Very, 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 very sort of quick, easy dub, I think, for
I think, yeah,
Halo 3.
The way they played the early mid-game was genuinely quite impressive. That was very smooth. Like, all of their rotations were, you know, they weren't so obvious that you'd be like, oh, they're going to be here next, but they stuck as a group and just hit every single lane one after the other and cleaned up a core every time. And they always had it so they had like only the 3 heroes they needed, and they'd have 2 others that were farming. They never. I
hear fireworks plague.
Oh, can you?
When's Diwali? I mean, to be honest with you, I feel like Diwali is a weekly celebration. Has to be.
It might be people celebrating the Spurs result, mate.
Not in this part of London.
No, not in that part of London, but might be. Did Wales lose the rugby? Might be cause for celebration around there.
Yeah, they did.
See, there you go. That's probably it. I think we're saying Vesper got MVP quite
Vesper easily MVP. Played fantastically. Good positioning. Got the right spells on the right people. Threw himself in front of the enemy to save his Pos 3 Tide.
His Ganoob Tide.
Used Glimmer on like other people. All kinds of shit you will not see from your standard goon support. Absolutely did brilliantly. Like, almost played like a fucking support. Watch that game and see what they did and copy that.
Alright, I'm gonna go get some more wine.
Do it. Oh, he's got no mini fridge, the fool.